Bienvenue tous. Welcome to our international press review in the papers this morning with Nadia Shabi. Nadia, where would you like to start?
With reactions in the press in Lebanon to the assassination of General Francois Hadj. The English language Daily Star has this editorial: attacks on Lebanon's military target the country's ability to heal itself. This assassination strikes at the last symbol of Lebanon's unity, says the Daily Star. It's an assault on national spirit and a blow to progressive policies. But the paper isn't falling prey to pessimism just yet. According to the Daily Star, there's little reason for panic or even for serious concern that the incident could cause the military to lose its internal cohesion or the confidence it aspires in Lebanese society. The editorial concludes with the idea that the assassination might actually become a turning point for Lebanon. If some discipline can be maintained along the ranks of both political camps, this event could convince them of the urgent need to settle their differences.
So that then an English language point of view, anything from the French side of things?
They're not quite as optimistic there. The French language daily L'Orient Le Jour has this editorial. Red Sun is the slightly grim title. L'Orient starts with a very descriptive and dramatised account of the attack. A classic death wagon awaited General Hadj in the early hours, says the paper. But if the means were well known, a car bomb, the target was a first. One of the main human cogs of the army was attacked, the only unified institution, and through him, the Lebanese people, but above all, Michel Sleiman, the army chief who's expected to take over as president, and whom Hadj was tipped to succeed at the head of the army. L'Orient ends with a warning: this assassination could be used to fuel tensions within the Christian community.
And that's the big fear, isn't it? There could be some kind of a slide into further civil conflict along the lines of the civil war, obviously at difficult times in Lebanon. Now moving on to Israel and concerns over the nuclearization of Iran.
Yes, it's Haaretz that has this story. Israeli official: US is not doing enough on Iran nukes. According to a senior Israeli official, George Bush has let Israel down in the way it handles the Iranian nuclear issue. Criticism from official with regards to the US policy on the matter is very rare, says the paper. Meanwhile, according to Israel's Defense Forces chief, Israel needs to prepare in the event that pressures on Iran fail, to prepare defensively and offensively, reports Haaretz.
So obviously a story that's actually gone a bit beyond the borders of Israel.
Yes, even South Africa's Mail and Guardian has picked up on an article that's actually in the Nouvel Observateur this week, an interview of Nicolas Sarkozy, the French president, in which he risks of a war with Iran if Israel continues, is worried by Tehran's nuclear capacity, if it feels threatened. Everyone agrees on the fact that what the Iranians are doing has no civilian explanation, says Sarkozy, referring to Tehran's uranium enrichment work. The only debate is about whether they'll develop a military capacity in 1 or 5 years. The danger of war exists, says the French president, who insists he's never in favour of war, of course, and that the Americans are not, in this case, warmongers.
Interesting position for Sarkozy, because obviously he's taken France closer to Israel, and it's everything he says seems to make headlines. Go to your final story, because I'm very intrigued by this idea of illegal Chinese copies baffling the Germans.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more, Nadia, please.
A new, if unexpected, case of illegal Chinese copies. The Frankfurter Allgemeine has this article: antique terracotta warriors with a minor difference. The German daily came out with this story that's been picked up by The Guardian today, with this caption: fake warriors, art crime of decade, says German critics. 10,000 visitors to an exhibition of terracotta warriors in Hamburg had to be refunded, as the warriors on view were actually fakes.
They were imitation, they weren't the real McCoy. So they thought they'd been sort of bussed over from Beijing. That's crazy, absolutely crazy.
Not.
Nadia, thank you very much for that international press review. You're watching France 24. Stay with us.